Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to do my face palette collection and we will see if I have some palettes to declutter. I don't think there will be too many, but let's see. So this is just a small glimpse of my palette collection. I do have a pretty large collection of palettes because I love face palettes, although I haven't purchased too many this year or last year, but yeah, I still have quite a large collection. So let's get started. I will start off with brands from which I have one or more palettes from. So this was just a teaser. These are not the first palettes I'm going to show you. Okay, let's start off with NYX. This is one of my very first older palettes, face palettes I have purchased, so that's what I'm going to show you today. So this is a NYX Sweet Cheeks palette. I believe this one is not available anymore. A lot of colors here. Especially love this one, and this one. These are the colors which I used to wear so much. So I have this. It's a pretty old palette, but I still have it. And the NYX Contour palette also, it's a pretty old one which I still have. Difficult to open. Okay, so this is how this contour palette looks like. I still have it. I still use it. Most used shade is this one, which is a perfect bronzer contour product for me. The banana powder is also very good for my skin tone, and the rest of the products I don't really use it that much. This one maybe sometimes, but I really like this, especially for these this shade, so I do use it. Next I have Zoeva. Now from Zoeva I used to have I think 2 more palettes and I gave them away because I wasn't really using them that much, so I have kept just these. The first one is the Zoeva Artist palette. Not sure if you can get this anymore though, but this is how this one looks like. Love the packaging and I love this palette so much. This is one of my favorite blushes which I use a lot. The blush shade is called Demeter and the blush formula of Zoeva is really good. I love it, how pigmented but not so pigmented, very smooth, very blendable. I have 2 more palettes. The first one is the Zoeva Pink Spectrum palette. This is also a pretty old one, but I love the range of pink blushes you have in this one. The quality is also very nice. The Pink Spectrum, I don't know if you can get this anymore, but I don't know, I don't feel like throwing them away. The other one is the Coral Spectrum. Oh my god, I hunted this blush palette down. It was out of stock in Sephora Singapore for a really long time and then it came back in stock and I quickly grabbed it. I mean I love coral blushes, so I really wanted to have it. Now this is more of a pinky coral blush, not a more peachy coral blush. Especially this blush here, oh my god, this is one of my favorites. I have done a full video on blushes, by the way, what kind of blushes will suit our kind of skin tone. I will leave that video in the description box. You can go ahead and check that one out. Okay, next let's do Makeup Revolution. I have 2 palettes from Makeup Revolution. I actually had more. I think I had 3 more Makeup Revolution palettes. Blush palette, 2 blush palettes, 1 cream blush palette, 1 bronzer contour palette. I gave them all away because I wasn't really using them that much. This is new, which I have purchased this year. I love it. This is a highly recommended palette. So this is the Makeup Revolution Roxy collaboration called Blush Burst palette. You have some lighter tones, some deeper tones, and this lighter tones also work pretty well on my skin tone. Love this reddish corally color, this peachy shade. It's so pretty. It looks so nice on my skin tone. This one works great. Love it. Okay, and then I have this one which I had purchased last year. This is a Revolution Pro Peach palette, and yes, I have some accident over here. This is one of my favorite blush shades. If I can, I will try to get another palette probably of this one because I really love this blush shade. If this gets damaged further, that is. Otherwise I'm pretty happy with what I have here. If you love peachy blushes, this is a highly recommended palette. This is a highlighter shade which is not that great, like it's very glittery kind of a highlighter. It's okay. The other ones, the other matte blushes, amazing. Different kinds of peach tones you will get in this. So highly recommend this one as well. Okay, next brand is Becca. Now Becca has one of my favorite face palettes. They do face palettes really well, so I have 3 of them. Unfortunately, I think all the 3 are limited edition. You can't get them anymore, and I would like to get a newer Becca face palette someday, but I am so happy with what I have that I don't really buy new ones. So this one is a Creasy Tegan palette. I don't know how many of you may have it. I love this one so much. I still use it a lot. This bronzer works so well. This blush is so nice. It's one of my first glowy blushes. Love the texture in this one. It works great still. And the two highlighters, so this one was Beach Nectar and Rose Gold. Both of the highlighters work so well on my skin tone. And I have done a highlighter video on Becca highlighters where I have mentioned this Rose Gold highlighter. It's a really good highlighter for our kind of skin tone, so you can definitely check that one out. Then I have the Becca and Chloe Malika palette. This one is like this. It has a full glowy product. The bronzer is also not like too matte. It has a satiny feel to it. Love the design of the palette. Look at this, so beautiful. Then there are two blushes and one highlighter. All of them work great on my skin tone. I love this product. Then I have another one from Becca, which is the, what is it called, Blushed with Light. It's a blush trio palette, and this is how this one looks like. So you have a subtle blush, then you have a more apricot peachy blush, and you have a corally blush. This one is a glowy one, and all of these also still work pretty well, so I still have it. I think this is one of the older ones which I have from Becca, and I think this is going to be the first one which goes out of my collection. But so far I don't want to get rid of any. Next I have some Tarte blushes, and these I think are never leaving my collection. This one I bought long time back. It's almost been 4 years now, and this one was the year after or 2 years after. Love the packaging. I mean, how can I get rid of this? Look at this packaging, and the blushes are still fine. So Tarte blushes, you guys already may know that they are really highly raved. The formula is amazing, and I love so much these blushes. There are some warmer tones, some cooler tones. Love this one here, and this one, the lighter corally ones. Very nice palettes. I hope Tarte comes out with more palettes like this. Nowadays they don't do palettes like this. Then this was the Blush Bazaar, which was I think 3 years back. The quality is still good. I actually have videos on them, but there's no point watching them now because you can't get these. And I have two ABH ones. Now from ABH I have obviously their highlighter collection. Their highlighters are amazing. I always forget to mention the glow kits. I have done one highlighter video recently. I will highly recommend ABH glow kits if you want smooth highlighters, especially for our kind of skin tone. This one is that glow, which also works great. And there's another one which is called Sun Glow, I think, or I am forgetting. There's another one which also works great for our skin tone, and these highlighters are amazing. These are like OG highlighters. They are very old school highlighters. ABH was one of the first brands who came with highlighters, and the formulation is amazing. They'll just give you a smooth glow, not much shimmer, not much chunkiness. I use especially this one. I top this one with this one sometimes, this one sometimes with this one. All of them have still got their shine. They're just super smooth. Look at that glow. If you apply it with a brush and buff it out into your skin, it just looks amazing. And then I have one colorful highlighter palette from ABH. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And this has colorful highlighters, and that time I didn't really know about too many brands who did colorful highlighters, and I really wanted to try. So I had got this. I think you can still get this, and I think you can still get this. These are all permanent collection. And yeah, this palette is also really nice if you are into colorful highlighters. Super pretty, very subtle, very highlighty. Look at this blue highlighter. It gives a subtle blue sheen. It's very interesting. Okay, see, I told you I won't be decluttering too many. I don't think I'll declutter any. Okay, so let's go through drugstore ones I have. The first one is the Milani highlighter. This one is a Luminoso highlighter, and this is gorgeous. I have spoken about this too many times. This is gorgeous. All are glowy. You can use them as glowy blush toppers or highlighters. I love all of these, especially this one. This highlighter on my skin tone is amazing. It's super smooth. Formulation is so great, and look how easily it blends, and it gives such a nice glow. Obviously the skin tone of my hand is a little bit different than the face, but I hope you get the idea. The glow is just superb. Not much shimmer, not much glitter. amazing. Then I have this one from Iconic London. This is a cream contour kit. I got it to learn cream contouring a bit. Contouring product 3 shades and highlighting products 3 shades. So since I'm learning artistry, it was in one of my modules to learn cream contouring, so I didn't have a cream contour product, so I had bought this one from Iconic London. It's very nice. The formula is very creamy and blends easily. I quite like it. Okay, then I have one from Sugar Cosmetics. This one is the Contour de Force palette in Vivid Victory, and I really love the packaging. It's very sleek, very lightweight, and it doesn't feel very heavy, and still there are 3 products inside here, and all the 3 work really well on my skin tone. The bronzer is nice, the blush is beautiful. I love this blush, and also the highlighter works really well. It gives a very smooth glow. So this is actually a really nice palette from Sugar. If you're close to my skin tone, I will definitely recommend it. It works great for me. Love the packaging, so cute. And I also have one from Faces. This is the Ultime Pro Face Palette. This one is the shade or type Fresh. This is how this one looks like. This is also actually very nice product. It has a strong scent though, like a scent of chandan or sandalwood. I don't mind it. I do really like the scent of sandalwood. The blush is very nice. The bronzer is just a tad bit light. The highlighter is pretty good. So this one will be someone who is not too deeper than me. Someone who is lighter, it will work great. Okay, and on me also it works pretty fine. If I have to compare both of these, so this one is from Faces, this one from Sugar. You can see I do really like the Sugar palette more. Love the blush shade, love the highlighter shade. It's a little bit deeper, and love the bronzer shade as well, which is a little bit deeper. So for my skin tone, I will recommend this one. And the last one is from Juvia's Place. This is also really nice palette. This is the Blush Volume 2, and this has more deeper blushes. I also want to get Blush Volume 1. That will also work great for my skin tone. But this one had these deeper interesting colors, and I wanted to try this. And this is an amazing peachy orange sort of a color, and there are 2 glowy products here. This can be used as a highlighter. Even this one, I don't use it that much. I use this one, and I use these 4 shades. This is also really nice. Very good formulation from Juvia's Place. Okay, some more high-end ones which I have. I'll quickly show you guys. So this one is from Ofra. This is like one of my favorite ones currently which I'm using. This one is Island Time palette. This is how it looks, and you get all of these beautiful blushes in here, and you get a highlighter in the middle. The highlighter is Bali, and I have wanted Bali highlighter since a really long time, so finally I have it. This highlighter is also gorgeous. Ofra highlighters are just beautiful, and all the blush shades also work really well. This one is not like a complete matte blush. It has a slight bit of like a satinness to it. I think all of them, they're not completely matte. I will definitely recommend this one if you can get it still. The Ofra Island Time palette. Then I have this one, older one from Urban Decay. You can't get this anymore. This is the Afterglow palette. This one has 4 different kind of highlighters, and I really like the formula of this, and I still use it. And then I have this one from the Manizer's Sisters, the Balm. I had to hunt this palette down. I waited so long for this palette. Although I don't really use any of these highlighters anymore. There was a time when these were very popular, but I have found a better one. Bonnie Luminizer is very good for our skin tone. I don't use any of these highlighters, but I still have this palette because I know how long it took to finally have my hands on this palette. So yeah, this is like for nostalgia reasons I have the Balm palette. Okay, this one is a gift from my sister, so I still have it. The Hourglass Ambient palette. This was, I think, 3 or 4 years back when she had gifted me this one, and this has these powders. I have used them quite a bit. I have used this one the most as like a subtle glow powder. I think I'll start using it again because I kind of completely forgot about this one. The other 2, they don't really work out that well for my skin tone. Love this shade. Next, I also have one Stila palette. This you can still get if you want to get. This is a permanent product. This is their Perfect Me Perfect You medium tan, and I love this palette. They also have deep. I had got medium tan. Really loved this color, this peachy highlight kind of shade. It gives a subtle glow on the skin. Not bad. I mean, it's not one of the best palettes I have, but quality wise it's still good. You get some nice eyeshadows, a blush, like a highlight shade. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice palette to have if you are looking for a travel palette. Okay, this one from NARS, the Narcissist palette. I think this was also a limited edition product, but I love this palette so much. There are some beautiful colors inside here, especially this deep reddish pink, this kind of color. Really pretty. This one is like a highlighty. It has a glow to it. It looks really nice on the skin, this peach. This is super pigmented, this one, so you have to be a little bit careful, but I love the colors. The Narcissist Wanted Cheek palette too. Then I have the Zoeva palette. This one has actually two products, the Zoeva Blush Bouquet. I love the packaging of this one. Look at that, so beautiful, very sleek, very lightweight, but very elegant and luxe. This is how the blushes look like. I love both the shades. Especially love this one, and to lighten this one I sometimes mix and match. Smooth formula, very nice formula. Coquette, by the way, Coquette Blush Duo. Okay, you can still get it. Okay, then we have this one, the Smashbox Cali Kissed palette. Highly recommend. I love this palette. I have kept it in its cover because of the packaging. I love the packaging. And if I keep it like this will get dirty, so let this one get dirty and this one be a little clean, so that's why I have it like this. Cali Kissed, that is California Kissed. Okay, so this is how this one looks like. I love these blush shades, so nice for our kind of skin tone. There are two highlighters as well, or you can say these are like blush toppers, and there are some more glowy powders here. These two are superb highlighters. This one is a little bit chunky, you have to buff it out a little bit more, but this one is super smooth. It works great. I'll just show you this highlighter. Gives a nice glow to the skin. Also the blushes are really nice. If you want, you can still get this palette. It's still available, I think. And oh my god, I'm down to the last one. This is the last one. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs palette. This is the Sublime Skin Highlighter Trio. There are 3 highlighters in here. Very interesting formula. I have done a full review of this one. Like if you want to splurge on something different, you can do that. All of them have a little bit of glitter though, so you have to like glittery highlighters. Now this one, you see it's a little bit pink. You can see pink shift to it. This one has a green shift, and this one is obviously like a gold. Very nice. It's very smooth highlighter, and it gives a nice intense glow. And this one is like a gold. It looks like a white green. It's like a gold, and this one is a pink. So it's like they're very different kind of products if you want to try out something different. So yeah, it's a fun product. I like it. So yeah, those are all the face palettes I have. Let me show you which are the ones you can still get. Okay, this one you can get, this one also you can get. This one is a limited edition. This one also is a limited edition. You can't get it anymore. This one also you can get. This hourglass one is obviously a limited edition product. Then you have the Zoeva one, which you can still get. Then this one also you can get from Juvia's Place. These 2 Tarte ones are limited edition products. Okay, all the Becca ones are limited edition. This one is limited edition as well. Makeup Revolution you can get still. You can get the Milani one. Okay, the Iconic London Contour Palette, yes, you can get. I think the Sugar and the Faces one also you can still get. I think all the Zoeva ones are limited edition. They are not available anymore. The Glow Kits, the A-Beige Glow Kits you can still get. And I think the NYX ones are also limited edition. You can't get them anymore. I think this one you may still get. Okay, so realistically speaking, I have more number of limited edition products which you can't get. So I'll just show you what's my realistic blush palette or face palette collection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. This is realistically my blush palette or face palette collection. Okay guys, so that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding any of the palettes, do let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are subscribed to the channel. If you like this video, if you like beauty videos, do consider subscribing. If you are not, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.